Good afternoon, everyone. My name is indeed Andy Grant, and if you have heard me speak previously, you may recall that I've done quite a bit of traveling. In fact, I've been to 15 countries so far, but my favorite traveling companion has me beat by a long shot. He is at least 10 countries ahead of me because he's been able to travel not just with me, but with other people as well. You know, instead of just talking about him, I should introduce you to him. This is Larry the Lizard. Larry is a plastic Australian frilled lizard. He is not a dinosaur, he is not a dragon, he is not a monster. Larry is a lover of life, a true adventurer. Larry is always smiling and can be a bit impetuous at times. I have enjoyed traveling with Larry and photographing his adventures since 1999. Here are just a few of his spots you may recognize, some iconic places such as Easter Island, Machu Picchu, Stonehenge. These photos are from Alaska, photos from Nepal, Kathmandu, climbing a volcano in Costa Rica, Larry at Super Bowl 38. Larry has attended 2 Super Bowls. And the bottom photos are Larry in the whitewater rafting adventure I did in Patagonia. You notice Larry is the only one of our group in the raft at this time because the raft is going through Class 6 rapids. Class 6 means impassable. The humans had to hike around and tow the boats, whereas Larry insisted on being part of the adventure.
That's cool.
I first met Larry at the University of Massachusetts in Amherst, and that's when his personal slogan of, "You can't go sick, if you can't go sick, go home," was born. Now back in the day, Larry was quite a party animal, but what going sick really means is living life to the fullest, putting everything you've got into whatever it is that you do. And that is Larry's mantra. I've always enjoyed posting Larry's photos and creating captions for him on his website, larrythelizard.com. And it's always been a joy. He's kind of childlike and naive. He has a fun, adventurous sense. To me, he's always felt like a real-life Curious George. And I always knew that there was a business in him somewhere. And I imagined one day I would have a giant coffee table book of Larry's globe-trotting adventures for sale. But somewhere in between being chased through the streets of Kathmandu by kids who wanted my dragon, and seeing the laughter and smiles of kids all across South America and Africa, my wife and I realized how much kids love Larry. So last May, we decided to go for it. And we created a company around Larry the Lizard. Now the theme of the company is Explore and Share Your World. We designed a plush version of Larry the Lizard for kids to encourage them to use their creativity and imagination, to explore and create their own adventures, not every corner of the globe, but in their own backyard, in their own room even. He's affectionately known as Plush Larry, or Plushie, and he has been loved by everyone who has purchased him so far. Again, he's a combination of Curious George, the travel of Flat Stanley, and the traveling gnomes, and the overall vibe of life is good. That's the whole Larry package. Now in December, we launched a new family-friendly website, a new version of larrythelizard.com, and it's not just where you find Larry's official adventures, but it's where friends of Larry can submit their pictures of their adventures with Plushie. And so far it's been quite a hit. In fact, Plush Larrys are already across the United States, Canada, the UK, and even Egypt. And Larry has a presence on Facebook and Twitter. Our first book, The Globe-Trotting Adventures of Larry the Lizard, Larry in the Amazon, was released in March. It is for sale on larrythelizard.com, Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as select retail outlets such as Donnellan's in Littleton and the Toy Shop of Westford, just down the street. Now, the book is made up of our actual photographs from our adventure in the Amazon, and Larry met many wonderful creatures. Friendly, cute little monkeys, evil-looking red-headed demon monkeys, something known as a kinkajou, and a tapir. Now, a kinkajou and a tapir were things I had never even heard of, but they welcomed Larry with open arms. We also came across frog so small, most people think he is fake, but he is quite real. My wife has been doing readings of the book at area schools and libraries, and we're working on getting Larry into more local stores. In fact, tomorrow, Larry is being introduced to the fine folks at Willow Books in Acton. Now, in addition to the series of the globe-trotting adventures of Larry, we also plan to do a series of everyday adventures, such as Larry goes to the dentist, Larry visits a fire station, Larry gets a library card. More of a takeoff on traditional children's books. But because these are all actual photographs, we really see Larry appealing to children of all ages. Larry really has no age limit. You can all get to know Larry even better this weekend. We're doing a book reading and signing at the Toy Shop in Westford. It's going to be this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. You'll be able to buy plush Larrys, you'll be able to get autographed copies of the book, and we'll have some extra photos and actually some souvenirs from the Amazon from our trip there that didn't make it into the book at all. So Larry is very proud and glad to have met you all and promises to remember you all when he's the king of a global media empire. He wants to remind you all, he wants to thank you and remind you all to go sick. Thank you.